Hi there, long time no see. Welcome back to the Tin Larder with me. I've had some dental issues with a tooth abscess. I had two teeth abscess and I can't take antibiotics. So it took about a year to get one of them out and get a bone graft. And the gum is now just healed enough that I feel like I could eat tin fish again. And the other thing is I've made a bunch of videos, but I live with an older family member who doesn't quite understand YouTube and videos, and they tend to walk in at the end, the last end of every video. And so there's been quite a few videos that I've made, but I haven't been able to put up because it's kind of got interrupted. Also, I'd like to say and acknowledge that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and I know it probably seems pretty privileged and frivolous to be reviewing tinned food, but I'm gonna keep reviewing it. But I do acknowledge there's a lot going on in the world right now, and a lot of suffering for a lot of people. So if you have time and energy to put towards that, please do. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. So what I'd like to go ahead and talk to you today about is pate. And I know it seems like a frivolous item, but you can get really high quality pate in can form. I have a few kinds here. A family member was nice enough to send me a variety pack, and I've been very, very excited to try this. And I don't have Amazon Prime, so even if somebody sends you a gift, you can't always send back food, and you can't always leave feedback. And I've tried a lot on this, and I probably need to just break down and get an Amazon Prime account, because I have been wanting to try this French pork liver pate for forever, and it's dented. And you can't even send it back, let alone get another one. And I do think botulism isn't something to mess with. And they also recently sent me some other kinds that I'm not gonna review today, but unfortunately, and they're gonna tell me just to eat it anyways. They also were severely dented, and you know, you can't even like talk to someone at Amazon about this. But if you live somewhere where there's a lot of tin pate all over the world, and it's made with, you know, duck and veal and pork, and this kind is just excellent. And you can go to a lot of gourmet sites besides the Big A and get this. So I think today, because I'm gonna eat some on either a baguette or a cracker, and then I have some pork in a sandwich I'm gonna try. So I also have some fresh, and I was going to make some, but I just didn't get to it. So this is chicken liver pate. This is refrigerated. And then I also have some duck liver and pork mousse with cognac, which is probably pretty rich. Maybe we'll skip this one and just try the chicken liver and the French pork pate, this one. And in this, there is pork livers, onions, sodium caseinate, cornstarch, salt, parsley, whatever that word is, pepper, and garlic, and also contains milk, which is probably caseinate. And then this chicken one has no added nitrates, no MSG, gluten-free. I hope I don't get sick where there's no nitrates. And it has chicken liver, chicken fat, sea salt, armagnac, that word I can't say, cane sugar, natural flavors, celery powder, cherry powder, and spices. Go ahead and get some crackers. And then just real quick, this one, in case I decide to eat it, is pork fat, duck liver, eggs, milk, onions, cognac, salt, spices, garlic, dried mushrooms, and it also contains eggs and milk. go ahead and grab some crackers. So this is a giant assortment of Happy Belly assorted entertainment crackers that my sister also sent to me. I think this is wheat, graham cracker, vegetable butter, water, and poppy seed. So I'm going to scoop the crackers out of the way, move this plate. So this is the tin, and it is a pop top. So I know for many of you that's a concern. Now some people are gonna think this looks and smells a little bit like cat food. It does, you know, a lot of tin food has that little tinny smell and taste. Has nice fat. It has really porky. You can definitely smell the porkiness. Just making sure everything's all right. Then we have this fat tube of chicken livers, which, you know, I love Pate. I grew up someplace that had a lot of German meat markets where you could get really good liverwurst and Pate. And now I live somewhere. Oh, here comes Beans. Beans heard that. Hi, Beans. Mr. Heart Murmur himself heard that. So see if I can move the can away to the liver smells. Both livers smell really good. I'm sure they're gonna taste good. So we're gonna go ahead and try this butter cracker. This is a little stiff, but it's canned. But I've read a lot of really good reviews on it. I should probably pop it in a bowl and maybe beat it up with some liquid, but I'm not gonna. I realized that you couldn't see me eating the cracker. A little dry. Like, flavor is really good, but it tastes like something in my hair. It's probably pork fat. Not like Jello. That'd be like the wrong assessment, but it has a little dryness that I know the fresh isn't going to have. Let's try the fresh. I mean, really, can you beat fresh? And had I made mine, it would be sublime. Although I'm always torn between cognac or not, or some sort of alcohol. This is chicken. It has that really nice flavor. I'm trying not to drop any so my dog doesn't have it. It has the cherry powder. Tasting something in there. I love Pate. Like, I could eat Pate all day. Come here, Beans. Come here. I know, some people don't like pets in their food. This is him. The little heart murmur guy. Look at the camera, Beans. Alright, he's not gonna look at the camera. I know. I'm eating delicious Pate and you can't have any because you already got your liver treat. Let's try this. You know, I'm a little disappointed because I've really always wanted to try this brand of Pate. So the type of Pate this is usually with sherry and herbs, and it's a little thicker. It's not so much like a paste. But the reason, sorry, my phone died and I had to do some stuff. The thing I was a little disappointed is I've always wanted to try this French liver pork Pate, which is probably more of a creamier consistency than the type of pate I'm eating right now. I'm going to go ahead and try this on some pork. They're both really good. The flavor's like, if I had not eaten a canned pate right next to a fresh pate, this canned pate would be delicious. So I'm going to take a minute and grab some other food. So I have everything here for the sandwich. We have the chicken liver. This is the pork with all the little bits of fat there. And then we have some Persian cucumber, some cilantro, got pushed to the back of the fridge and froze, pickled carrots, some sriracha mayo. And I'm going to warn you that I followed the recipe on the internet that said to cook this pork so that you don't get sick at 400 degrees. And you know what? Don't do that, because not only did it get overcooked, but then I had to kind of broil it to make it where it's at least crispy, but it's going to be chewy as heck. And yeah, hold on a second while I finish the sandwich. This is I wouldn't call it what this sandwich is supposed to be, because it's not traditional. The meat's not cooked right. It's a baguette from Safeway. We don't have Vietnamese sausages here, or I'd be eating Vietnamese sausage on this. There's not enough cilantro. There's no pickled chilies or anything. We're just gonna go on. I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm gonna leave the chicken one for last, because so much bread. I should have pulled bread out. That's good. It's the pork pate. Porky with pork. The bread's good. The sriracha mayo brings out the chili. I mean, this is, if you're not going to eat pate on a cracker, this is a really good way is to have pate on a sandwich. And when it's something this fatty, you want, you know, acid and some spice to balance it out. This pork is really good this way. The pate. If you wanted to make a sandwich and you didn't have fresh pate, as long as that's how the inside of the can is supposed to look. And I'm going to try to contact the manufacturer, but they're not in the United States, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But it has a really good flavor. Some spicy sauce and a vegetable brings it out really good. The pickled carrots. I mean, this is a French pate, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good in the sandwich. My phone does not want to record today. So here's the second one. I'm going to try not to rush through it. I also don't want my phone to die. This is with the chicken liver pate that was fresh pate. Not tasting the chicken as much as when you do on the cracker. Maybe there's too many spices going on. It's a pretty good baguette from Safeway. Like, you know, not gourmet, but soft, tasty. Got another bite there of the chicken. I'm now wondering what my intent was with this video, because I wanted to show canned pate, but now it kind of feels like it's competition between canned pate and fresh pate. Because if I had just eaten the canned pate or had 2 canned pates, which I did have different kinds of canned pates, but because the big A, who we're not going to mention, the big A doesn't package the way they should. Like, I got 3 metal tins just like that in there. See, like that? They were dented. I know everybody thinks that the big A uses too much packaging. Tin food, you should probably use more packaging. And I would love to give you feedback, because I have lost lots of mustards before from it not being packaged right. But anyways, I like the canned pate. I think it worked out well. Till we eat again, enjoy food and be mindful of what's going on in the world.